How they look? Man.
You won't water it out, you're gonna have to get it. You gonna put in some mullet and get out some crab?
Yep. This right here, this is not something I did right here. I promise. Pretty, ain't he?
He is pretty.
So the first step in cleaning the crabs is ice them down. And that's a clean blue crab. Time to go fish.
Had a bite?
No, it was a nibble. That wasn't a bite, that was a nibble.
He took your
A
bait?
bite would have been real hard. That right there was just a little quick bump.
Oh, okay.
What we got there? What we got? Oh yeah, nice. How's that feel, Steph?
Feels a little bit better. Some wind would be good, but take it how I can get it.
Happy wife, happy life, right?
And he's the only one that sits around waiting on me now.
All right, I'm about to show you guys a real quick meal, a delicious meal that came straight from the sea.
Like I said, when y'all can smell or see the smell in the air, y'all let us know.
You can see the butter is melting inside of those crab, and it's only going to be a few more minutes and those crab will be ready. Blow it a little bit, Steph, because it may be hot.
Yeah, I can see that smell coming off there.
Yeah, we out here throwing a cast net, trying to catch some of these finger mullet. We may use them in our crab trap, or we may even use them for fish bait. The one cast, look here. These little mullet, they like to skim the top of the water to eat that silt. You see that foamy looking substance on? How they look? Man.
You won't water it out, you're gonna have to get it.
You did a good job.
I don't want to let
Down
him go.
there, he's swimming good.
Oh yeah. You did a good job, Oliver. I'm glad you got him some water now.
Since I got you guys out here, show you what I've been catching right here off the dock. Look here. Oh yeah.
Whoa, nice ones too.
2, 3, 4, 5. See, I had run out of bait. And when I seen those mullet moving, that's what made me want to go get the net and try to catch some of them.
Because those are 5 nice ones.
Big boys.
You gonna trade them out? You gonna put in some mullet and get out some crab?
Yep.
Sounds like a good trade.
And one thing I like about this trap, see the small mesh in the bait compartment?
Yes, it's a small bait. You don't have to worry about it getting out of there.
It can fall out this bottom little hatch a little easier, but it's going to be laying on the bottom, so.
Got all of them lined up over there.
They're ready to come out. This right here, this is not something I did right here. I promise. My brother picked this trap up for me for like 10 or 15 bucks and brought it to me. I did have to add this rebar, 4 cubic foot trap, and it only has 2 entrances.
Yep, one on each side.
And another thing about these 2 entrances traps, make sure if you ever using one of these, face it, the openings up current and down current. Time as I stuck it in the other night, right here, the water was still kind of shallow. I could see the crabs coming from downstream up to this trap, and when they would get to it, they would just be all over this one side, back and forth, until they found a way in. They never did even try to go around to the side. So if those entrances would have been on the side, I don't even know if they would have found their way in. I'm sure they would have. They ain't even got to measure these crabs. They so big.
Yeah, all those are definitely keepers. Yep, in South Carolina, that is what we're looking for, 5-inch crabs.
Oh, Lord.
He's running, Oliver, get him.
If you're going to handle these crabs, always grab them right here at the base of this swimmer fin. Pretty, ain't he?
He is pretty.
And I don't like my crab to be upside down either. I like for them to be upright. Come on, man.
Let go, buddy.
Let go, boo.
He lets go of one spot and grabs onto another. Oh.
You don't like that.
There you go.
5 keepers.
5 keepers. Let's put this little trap back out.
Well, now I'm going to get one of those bungee straps and put it through here.
You mean that electrical cord ain't doing the job?
It's doing okay.
It is doing okay.
Let's see. Wait a minute. Here we go. That's why you always keep this kind of stuff. Real crabbers keep stuff on hand.
Yeah, he deconstructed one pot, so now you got another, and that'll be your spare.
And what's it? Loop it in. Loop this back through the bungee cord. Oh man, look at that. You see how I got that entrance, guys? Look. Just so your hand can slip in. That's why I like it. Just big enough my hand can fit in there.
And this pot right here does have these coal rings.
Yeah.
And that way some of the smaller crab are going to get out. If they get in, then they can find their way out. Good job, Shug. We crabbing again.
So the first step in cleaning the crabs is ice them down. We're going to give them a good 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, just to let it start to like sedate them. They'll get where they're like in a sleepy state, and they're easy to handle that way.
Oh, nothing in it yet?
Look at that. The mullet come back alive.
Yep, put them on back down in there. See if they attract any fish. Any bait in there.
Wondering how the mullet come back alive. The crabs are ready. That one iced them down. Just grabbing them by their legs and claw right there. Pull them up on that corner. A little bit of facial features off. Lungs, dead man fingers. Right here. And ripping the apron off of them. Oh, that's a nice one. That crab wouldn't have had such long points, it wouldn't have been a keeper. Look at that. That's a nice one. Look at those blue colors. So again, just get your crabs and legs, hold it down, grab under that point. These are the facial features. Lungs. And that's a clean blue crab.
We find spraying them out with the water hose gets this gut part out pretty quickly and easily.
Oh yeah, look how white the meat is. If we would have caught more keepers, I probably wouldn't have kept this one today. But since it was a keeper, I did.
Hoping to catch some more.
Cleaned up. And on knife. Tough keeping up with all this stuff, keeping it so pristine and clean. Keep the dock looking good. I wouldn't trust a dirty dock, would you?
No. By that mess right on the table, you're going to get it too, aren't you?
Yeah. Nothing goes to waste.
Yep, the little crabbies down there in the marsh will be glad to see that stuff hit the water.
Time to go fish.
So you pulled the crab pot, released these two keepers out of it, you said?
Stealing the
And
bait.
stealing the bait to go fishing.
Pretty crab.
Yeah, it is pretty.
No bites yet. And we have some frozen shrimp. She's reading. Oh, right here. Had a nibble. Oh man, I missed it. These cameras are messing me up.
Had a bite?
No, it was a nibble. That wasn't a bite, that was a nibble.
You took your
A
bait?
bite would have been real hard. That right there was just a little quick bump.
Oh, okay. I got you. Those are true fisherman's terms.
Bumps, nibbles, bites. It's all different. Real fishermen know that. Let me check my bait. Oh.
You got it. You better hook them when they nibble next time. Let me see. How you holding your mouth? I don't know if that's the right way.
What we got there?
Oh,
What we got?
there's a little black drum.
Oh man.
Get it where I can see
Oh,
it.
look. Oh, man. He's pulling. Oh yeah. Nice. Nice on that small piece of shrimp. They have to be 14. The black drum here in South Carolina, 14 incher. Look at that little hook.
You hear him drumming.
And he's about 15. He's a keeper. There he is. There he is.
Sounds like a nice one.
It ain't that big. It's not that big. Oh man. Not what we were after.
Little bait fish.
Little small bait fish, little grunt. We'll keep him for crab bait. He's a pretty fish. Oh man.
Another little grunt.
Crab bait. Something ate the mullet. Probably a crab. We're gonna have to move. I've got the area covered pretty good. Getting a little relief now. Cloud coverage. How's that feel, Steph?
Feels a little bit better. Some wind would be good, but take it how I can get it.
Got to keep them happy. Happy wife, happy life, right? Huh? Is that true? Keep them smiling.
Hey, Bo, I'm just trying to read.
Oh, something is. Pull it on this big reel with that mullet on it. I hope that ain't a crab. It's kind of just grabbing onto it. I'm afraid it may be a crab. Uh-oh. Got one right here. This one hit the other one. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That's all right. That's all right. Here. Little red. Not a keeper. We need them 13. I meant 15 to 23 here. Not a keeper. I got it. Pretty little spot tail. Releasing it. Oh yeah, here we go. Pretty good one. Decent fish. Huh? Little croaker. That's why they call it the croaker. These are actually pretty good eating little fish. Something's messing with this mullet again. I'm thinking it's crab. Oh, it's crab. I felt it let go. So the tide's dropping. It's either we fish a little longer and we can't get back to our house, have to go around to our community dock, or either we're gonna have to leave in a few minutes. What you want to do, Steph?
It's up to you.
No, tell me what you want.
You're the one fishing. I'm just hanging out with you.
Yeah,
so
but tell
do
me what you want to do, though. That's what I want to know.
I want to do whatever you want.
That was the perfect answer. You're so sweet. We might have to fish a little longer.
the only one that sits around waiting on me now. That's right, and it's raining.
So we're gonna take these little grunts, cut them up a little bit, stick them, and the little croaker, stick them in the crab pot, right back where we started with you guys.
You got to make sure you close the door.
Oh, you better believe I'm gonna do that.
Don't want the crabs to
I don't
get
never
out.
forget anything.
I hear the rain coming.
Oh, good. So, I guess it's gonna be fish and crab for supper. It's like a row of rib bones right there I'm trying to miss. Usually filleting fish, people are better at one side than the other. I'm usually better at that side that I just did. This side right here is a little tougher for me. Like you're cleaning it backwards.
You look like you're doing a good job.
I'm trying.
Either way.
I'm trying my best. That's all we can do.
You got it.
Yeah, I do. You ain't lying. It's turning out real nice.
You got it going on.
Once you get that right there. I like this always to the right hand side since I'm right hand side handed. Not a terrible lot of meat for such a nice fish, but we're thankful.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be good.
It'll be good for a fish sandwich for both of us.
That's right.
And more crab bait, right?
This is more crab bait, guys. Going right back in the crab trap.
You go run out in the rain to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Alright, we're not going to follow you. We're just going to believe you did it. We'll take his word for it, won't we? Instead of running out in the rain.
Alright, I'm about to show you guys a real quick meal, a delicious meal that came straight from the sea, straight from the source right outside our door right here. So what I've already did, I've got some regular olive oil in a pan, got it heating up. Get some asparagus out. We're going to go through this as fast as I can with you guys. We want to chop it up into bite-sized pieces. You don't want to go too far down on the stalks. About that size right there. We'll get that on in that olive oil. It ain't quite heated all the way up yet, but it'll be good enough. On that, we're just going to shake a little bit of black pepper and some salt. You can hear it sizzling. Now that we got it going, we're going to turn it down a little bit because that asparagus, it doesn't need to cook really fast. The outside will be crispy and it won't be done throughout the center. I've already got this pot of grease right here that we need to heat up for our fish. That asparagus, it'll probably take at least 15 minutes or 20. There's our fish that we caught today, right here. I want to hit it with a little bit of this Tony Chachereau's seafood seasoning. That's still a hard name for me. Both sides really good. I got a plate right here. This is just white cornmeal or yellow cornmeal. Which one is that one?
It's yellow.
That's the yellow. We'll batter it. Sit it right over here to the side while our grease is heating up. And see how I've just sprinkled a little bit of that cornmeal in there? When it gets to the temperature I want, it's gonna sizzle when I drop it in there. Our next step, these are the blue crabs. Just enough for Steph and I a meal here, guys. So, again, I'm gonna hit it with this Tony Chachereau's seasoning. I've got the oven already baking on 350. Uh-oh, look at here.
What the heck?
I didn't even know that come off. Luckily it had clips on it. Caught right on a pocket, guys. That's pretty crazy. I'm telling you, you can't make this type of stuff up. It's real. This is the kind of things that happen. And I'm trying to be in a rush, you know. I got Stephanie. She didn't really want to, you know, be in here videoing and stuff. So I told her I'd do it as quick as I could, right, Steph?
Yep.
So I'm just placing a little bit of butter in the center of each one of these crabs. How's that look?
Looks delicious.
Alright. Now we're going to stick these in the oven. Like I said, it's on 350. It's going to probably take 20 minutes on those. And the reason it's going to take 20 minutes is because the oven really hadn't preheated yet. You can see it's still preheating. So 20 minutes. You got all that ready. And you know, clean up your mess as you go. Try to clean up as you go. Nobody wants to clean up after me, I can tell you that. Right, Steph?
That's right. If you can clean up your own mess, you're doing a good job.
And that asparagus too, it's smelling good already, guys. I'm telling you. It's sizzling and it's about how I want it already. The crab are actually going to take a little bit longer than this asparagus and fish.
Yep, by the time this fish is done, that asparagus will definitely be done.
That's right. Look at her.
Trying to be too fast. Trying to be too fast.
I'm trying to be too clean. She is too. She's dropping stuff.
The seasoning drawer is full.
Just happy to bring you guys along on another video. Thank you so much for watching.
It's about ready.
It's close. And one thing with these crabs, to speed it up a little bit, we can always put it on broil. And what it's going to do is going to turn that top burner on so that that crab heats up a little faster on the top. We're going to speed it up. Got this asparagus down on low now. It's basically about ready. Our meal or grease, it's getting close. You can see it starting to roll. See that rolling? That movement in that grease?
Yep, I can see it.
Another thing you can also do with grease is 1 drop of water. It's not quite ready.
Nope.
Usually when you drop that water in there, I mean, time as it hits, you'll hear it sizzle and it'll be, you know, just dissipating that water immediately. So we got a few more seconds on that. That asparagus is smelling awesome. Right, Chuck?
Yeah, it is.
Is it making you hungry? Steph?
Yeah. It is.
Let me see.
Is that what you want me to
Yeah.
do? Lick my lips?
I'm gonna pull out the good plates with you guys.
Okay.
We're not
Like
gonna,
how?
yeah, we're not going to eat on no paper plates tonight. And that is getting about where I want it now, I believe.
Yeah, I believe
One more
so.
test. Let's look. Look how it's sizzling. See? See that sizzle there? And that was from a little bit of meal.
You definitely want to fry
And what?
fish in hot grease.
When that fish goes in, it needs to start sizzling like this. And all at once. Because if you are cooking fish in grease that's too not hot enough, that fish is going to absorb that grease. It will not be as good as a fish that's cooked in hot oil. And I'm going to cook that fish really, really fast. I'm going to leave it on high. We'll be able to just turn that fish with the same thing that we were using for this asparagus. You could use a separate set of tongs or something like that if you choose to. And you can see that asparagus, it is perfectly seasoned. Crabs are getting kind of warm there. I'm going to turn it off of the broil back to the bake on 350. That way we don't just cook them too fast on the top, right?
That's right. You don't want them to burn before they actually get cooked all the way through.
Now one thing that we like to add to our asparagus, and you guys can try this too, is a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Just a little. You don't have to go overboard with it. There's a big chunk right there. Let me open this other side with the holes, smaller holes.
Smells really good.
Yeah, it does. And once I get that right there to that state with the cheese in it, I want to go ahead and remove it from the heat. I do not want it to sit there and scorch the cheese on the hot burner. God almighty. Now, I'm telling you guys, that Parmesan cheese, when it hits that right there, that is really what gives it that smell. That aroma, it's in the air now. You might can see it if you shine that camera toward the light.
You think the smell-o-vision is up there in the light?
Well, what I was thinking, the scent might be so thick in here that you guys might could smell it.
That would be smoke. Thankfully, no, there's no smoke in here.
Well, not smell it anyhow. I messed up again. I thought you might could, see that smell in the air. Because trust me, it is.
Y'all start seeing the smell in the air. Y'all let us.
Well, from the smoke and stuff.
Okay.
All right, this fish is getting pretty close. It's not going to be much longer.
As you guys know, when we've told you before, we're not scripted. We're just talking to you guys in our kitchen right now. So, like I said, when y'all can smell or see the smell in the air, y'all let us know.
Well,
Y'all don't worry about the little things we say.
You ever went to a barbecuing where they grilling outside, and you go out there, and what do? You see that smoke, you smell that smell, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's kind of what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
I know it. I'm trying to, every once in a while I see a little bit of smoke coming off the bottom of this pot. I'm trying to get that on camera for you, but they can't see it.
Look here. Trust me.
It's almost ready though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. And that thing is getting really, really hot there. We're going to let that, turn that burner on off and let that fish just cook there about another minute, I believe. And that crab, you can see, it's already been in that oven 8 minutes. But like I said, we have sped up the process of the crabs by putting them on broil. Let's take a look at them. You can see them turning that orange color.
Yep. And then those are nice and golden brown.
Hey, check this right here out, guys. Look at this light right here. It's just a wine bottle, and I'm hooked on the cabinet again. These shorts are the perfect height to hook on these. I'm not doing that on purpose.
He's just trying to show you the light, and he's hooked on the cabinet.
Well, the reason I wanted to show this, one of our friends made it for Stephanie.
Yeah, one of our friends had it made. Angela did.
Well, maybe we need to dust it a little bit, but it's still beautiful, right?
There's stuff inside the glass.
And it's got the Christmas lights in it, and some kind of way they drilled it out right here to stuff all the lights in. I'm not sure how they did that, but
you better get these out of here.
I just think it's unique. And that fish is a little bit over brown. Not really.
No,
not really. It's about perfect.
Yeah, I like mine crispy.
I love my fish crispy. I do not like no soggy fish. When I bite into it, I want to feel that crisp, and I want to feel that firm texture in my mouth. I do not like that moist texture of fish or sogginess. So just enough for Steph and I. Just enough for us tonight. And we're thankful. We're thankful for it. We don't need but so much in life, guys. You don't need but so much in life. If you're chasing too much, you're going to end up wasting your whole life chasing things, material things. You don't need to do that. Oh man, that's starting to look good.
Oh yeah.
Looking pretty good, right, Steph?
It is.
Look here. I'm gonna turn this fan off.
Just keep
You know how these fans are. You can't never tell what position it's in. So, I don't want to make this video too long for you guys. What I want to do is go ahead and pull this crab out. Maybe I'll stick it back in right after we show it to you. You can see the butter is melting inside of those crabs. And it's only going to be a few more minutes and those crab will be ready. But for now, I'm going to stick these back in. I'm going to let Stephanie give me a taste test on that fish and that asparagus. We already have one fork out. So Steph, give me your honest opinion now. I want you to taste. Do you want any sauce or anything for your fish?
Do not.
All right. Is that fish? It's pretty. Look at that white meat.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Look at that, guys. It's cooked perfectly, right?
It
Blow it a
is.
little bit, Steph, because it may be hot.
Yeah, I can see that smell coming off there.
That smell. It's got that crunch. You hear that crunch?
It is good too. Oh yeah.
See, if the outside layer around that fish, if it ain't got that crunch, guys, it is not good cooked good, in my opinion. Now, baked fish and stuff is different. You know, baked fish don't have to be crunchy like that, because if you get it crunchy like that, you done way overcooked it, bacon, right?
Yeah.
But anyhow,
Baked fish.
how
is
about
not
the
supposed to be
asparagus stuff? So the asparagus, guys, we just cut it up, put it in a pan with olive oil, a heated pan, salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese.
delicious.
Good?
Let me let you try it.
All right, I'm gonna try it real quick. And we should have said the blessing. Just take a minute. Lord, we thank you for this food. Thank you for this day. Amen.
Amen.
When you've been brought up that way, you can't hardly eat without doing it right.
Are you crunching?
You hear that crunch, guy? And this fish, he was just out here swimming. You seen us catch it. That beautiful, beautiful little black drum. And it was excellent. Excellent. Tastes wonderful. And I got to try this. Got to try this. Perfect. And I think this meal right here, by it being fresh fish, even though it is fried and the crabs are being baked, it's still a meat. That's a meat, and you got your vegetable, and I think it's still a decently healthy meal. I know it is fried and it does have some batter on it, but it's better than eating some meals, I'm sure, as far as carbs and stuff. So Steph and I, we thank you guys for coming along on another video with us. Hope you enjoyed this little video. We enjoyed this day. We're thankful to bring you guys along on another video. If you can, leave us a like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video. You guys take care and you stay safe out there. We love each and every one of you.
See y'all.
Take care.